Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play the Pillars of the Earth. Last time as Jack, we burned down the Kingsbridge Cathedral. It kinda needed it anyway, maybe not the best thing to do, but all's well that ends well. Tom Builder now has a job. The problem is funding, and we are here to get just that. Trying to convince the king to give us the Earl of Shiring's land, and not give it to the Hamleys. Now, this land is important because the kingdom won't actually fund our building of the cathedral. However, if we had that land, we'd actually have access to a quarry, which is probably the most important thing in building a cathedral, that is stone. So I don't think they mentioned that directly here, but yeah, that's the deal. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler. A grand castle fit for a king. Francis said castles are like warships, ships for when the floods of conflict rise. They hardly ever look at me. Maybe they feel as lost here as I do. Court respects power, not faith. How they all talk. Francis says that court words are weapons. Wish Francis was here. Let's see. Were they loyal to the old king? Are they loyal to the new king? Do they have a choice? Yeah, whoever's king, you gotta say you're loyal to them, otherwise they will not do pleasant things to you. How you guys doing, you jerks?
Ah, Philip.
What is it?
About Bartholomew's confession.
Maybe you can get him to confess.
I do not believe my prior can do more than you could, Henry.
Perhaps he knows he will die, no matter what he says.
Yeah, Bartholomew was the prior Earl of Shiring.
Of course.
But, yeah, that didn't end well.
Tomorrow, the king will announce his decision. Until then, they won't allow a simple monk like me into the keep.
Oh, true. Now, sorry if I do keep, repeating some of the same plot points. I just want to make sure that everyone knows what's going on, because that's kind of what I like in a Let's Play, when, a plot might be confusing if it's sort of reiterated for me, so I remember what's going on.
Percy Hamley will have the earldom of Shiring.
But would he make a good earl?
Who cares? Stephen wanted the throne for 20 years. Now that he has it, he must be loyal to those who are loyal to him.
Who knows? Maybe Percy will make a good earl.
From what I've heard, Lady Hamley pulls the strings.
Of course, Percy has his son William Hamley, who is engaged to Aliena, who is the daughter of the Earl of Shiring. Once again, reiterating stuff, but good stuff to know.
From what I heard, this is about the cathedral in Kingsbridge. It burned down.
Yes.
Then the king should help in some manner, but not by giving away English land to the church.
Did you not say Bishop Henry was the richest man in England? Then why is he not paying for the cathedral?
God has very tight purse strings, it seems.
This is why separation of church and state is important. So many colors, knights from all over England and Normandy for sure.
Bartholomew and his followers would have only been the first wave. Robert of Gloucester remains, and he will attack.
And that's what you keep telling us. Maybe because the king likes to hear that you share his worries about Robert of Gloucester.
Robert of Gloucester wants to see his sister on the throne. He will attack. And the Welsh will fight on his side. You mark my words.
Yeah, Robert of Gloucester saying wanted his sister on his throne, the sister, of course, being Maud. Winchester is a strange place. So many people. Hope I found my way back to the guest house. Yeah, currently it is Stephen, and I forget how each are related to the late king. But yeah. Winchester's... oh.
No, I won't just leave. I must do something to help our priory.
True. I think we need to go get that confession, though.
How could you let her get away? That little bitch.
I will find her, Mother. She was here? Why?
To see her father, of course. But that won't help her. She has already made a fool of you once. Don't let it happen again.
No, Mother.
Probably talking about Aliena. Let's see, Lord and Lady Hamley. The Hamleys. They defeated Bartholomew. Francis believes that is a good thing. Is it though? So we have Percy here, and then Lady Hamley. I don't know what her first name. Then of course William. We met before. He was with Bishop Waileran, the Hamley's son. And Harry McHarrison here, sporting a vile expression. Likely helpful in his line of work, not welcoming to others though. Do you guys have anything to say?
It's about time you showed up.
Huh? Regan Hamley? We have not been formally introduced.
You are a fool. Is that formal enough for you, monk? You don't understand any of this, do you? It's as if you've never set a single foot outside your little priory. How you let yourself be used by those two greedy bishops, I'll never know. Waileran wants the lands of the earldom for himself. Henry knows that. Say something. You don't believe me, do you?
Why would Waileran bring me then?
To plead his case. If Stephen had not believed him, Waileran would have sent you forward. I know you don't trust me, but your bishops are no different from me.
Prove any of this?
Ride with my son, William. Just a few hours. I will prove to you that Waileran will betray you.
All right. I will ride with your son, if only to prove you wrong.
Very well. Maybe you're not a fool, after all. But do not let the bishops see you. William?
What?
Ride with Father Philip. Do as I said.
Yeah, that's Regan Hamley. That's definitely her personality in the book. Although in the book she's a lot more hideous. She's got like moles
William
on her.
Hamley declined to tell me where we were heading. He enjoyed keeping me in the dark and forcing me to follow his lead. Sometimes he sped ahead on his warhorse, and it took me some effort to catch up. But sooner or later he would stop and wait, sneering as I rejoined him.
Okay, but yeah, she has like moles all over her face, which is her most distinct feature.
On
sadly.
one occasion, he stood there urinating against a rock. When I caught up with him, he turned without covering himself. He found my shock at his shameful behavior comical. He laughed, got back into the saddle, spurred his horse, and rode off. Again, I followed, hoping this journey had not been another horrible mistake.
And that's Percy for you.
Near a bridge, I found William with a group of washerwomen. He was shouting at them. When I arrived, I could only hear their replies. They said that they had not seen a girl or a boy fitting his description. A younger, blonde woman said that even if she had seen the girl, she would not tell him. Apparently, she had heard of William Hamley. William grabbed the startled-looking woman by the arm. He shoved his right hand under her skirt. She started crying. The other women asked William to stop, but were afraid to anger him. William turned and grinned when he saw me approaching.
William's a pretty gross guy. Told William to get on his horse. I rode on and said nothing. Yeah, let's exhort him to do the right thing.
When he heard my words, William's grin faded. He pushed the young woman away. The other women looked at me in a strange way. They must have asked themselves why a monk would ride with such a man as William. We rode off, and William stared at me full of spite.
Now you can shove that spite right up your...
I told him I pitied him. I did not tell him why, because I had no words for it. We did not talk after that. Not for a long time. William talked to more strangers along the way. First, I believed he was asking for directions. Then I realized that money was changing hands. William was paying these people for information. I was glad that for now he had lost interest in hurting others. Then I saw an old woman pointing William to a bearded man on a horse.
I still think he has interest in hurting people, just very specific people.
William called the man a horse thief. Then he grinned and signaled the puzzled man to get on his horse and ride with him. They rode faster and faster, and I could not hear what more they talked about.
Keep a distance, get closer to hear more. Let's check out what's going on.
William bluntly threatened to have the man hanged for stealing a horse of his, and then ordered him to hunt down the real thieves in exchange for his life. The man laughed as if he had made a great bargain. William even paid him. Before the man rode off north, William mentioned a name. Aliena. And I prayed that whatever William's plan was, that it would fail. Then William waved at me to ride faster. I reckoned we had to be close to where Lady Hamley wanted us to go. Not long after, my stomach turned as I realized just where exactly we were bound.
Bishop Whalerin's palace. Palace? Is that what it's called? Doesn't look very palace-y.
Just a moment.
What?
You know very well that Bishop Whalerin is in Winchester now. So what are we doing here?
No idea. Mother never tells me anything. She treats me and Father like damn children. It's a wonder Father ever got to fuck her in the first place. But here I am, and I'm starving. Damn, I'm starving.
Where are you going?
In there?
No!
I'm sure the bishop would want to see me well fed. We won't be staying long, so whatever it is you gotta do it fast. How can I help you? How about you step aside?
He seems very unafraid of, Bishop Whalerin. Why did Regan Hamley send us here? What is Whalerin's secret? Oh, geez, that is a good question. I think we might need to go inside. Hey, horsey. Looks wild and nervous. It is bleeding where William spurred it. Oh, poor horsey. Why did William call that man a horse thief? That is a good question. Well, let's give it some pets to make it feel better.
William forgot to close his saddlebag.
Hello? A letter from William's saddlebag. William, your worries are very understandable. Killing is a sin, and hell awaits all sinners. Oh yeah, that's a way to scare him. But how could killing ever be a sin when life is taken to protect God and our church? In such a holy battle you become the sword of God, as do all the brave and valiant knights that join our crusades to the Holy Land. Their faith is their armor, their sins are forgiven. You are the sword of God, and as a bishop I am the hand of God. As long as the hand guides the sword, your sins shall be forgiven, Bishop Whalerin by God. Wow, so it looks like Bishop Whalerin is actually blackmailing him for repentance. Yikes, for salvation. Like, work with me and you'll be saved, if not you will be damned. And that is William's biggest fear is
I shouldn't even be here.
Being damned to hell. Should stay away from the palace. No one can catch me spying around here. The bishop will be more than displeased.
I shouldn't even be here.
We can't do. Well, we did find something incriminating, just not incriminating about, let's see. Simple wooden gauge. So we're cut down. Why are the trees all gone? Is this what we're meant to look at? rather leave, but now that I'm here, might as well look around. Should find out why we are here. Oh, okay. There's something. Fog is too thick.
What is that?
Oh no. Wayland has a construction site of his own. What is he building out there? So he says, okay, that's why he's going to betray us. He said he wanted the land so that he could help with the King's Bridge Priory. But really, if he gets it, then that quarry that I was talking about will go to him instead for this construction site. What is he building out here? Out there.
Is this why Regan Hamley thinks that Waleran wants the lands of Shiring for himself? He is the bishop. He can do as he pleases. Perhaps he's just building a guest house. No, it is too big for that. What in the name of Christ is he building out there?
Yeah, that's why all these trees are cut down, because it was used to start the construction. It is already well underway. This is bad news. Servant saw me already. Looks desperate. Oh no, William. What's William done now?
You, please.
The fact that William and... Oh.
You were here before, weren't you? Yes. I remember you. Philip, isn't it?
Yes.
Please, you have to help me.
What's going on?
What happened?
He forced me to serve him food. He took the Lord's name in vain, and he pushed me and touched me.
Oh, God.
Ah, the monk. Oh. Did the boy call you? So what? Did he ask you for help?
He did.
I should have knocked your teeth out, boy.
You should not have.
We're young men, he and I play rough. So what?
I asked you to leave.
And that is what we will do. What will the bishop think of your behavior?
Listen, we're all on the same side here.
We are not.
You, me, him, we're all working for the bishop. He won't mind. I play rough, so what?
As you with what I said, the
We
fact
are
that
all
he's
men of God. Well,
sort of in cahoots with the bishop means that the bishop will forgive him as long as he does what the bishop wants.
Just kidding, alright?
You are a sinner.
So what? Everyone is. The bishop told me. But my sins are forgiven.
Why would you think that?
I took Earl's castle for him.
Your parents agreed to arrest Bartholomew because they wanted his earldom.
Who cares what they think? I felled Bartholomew's men with my sword. The old man was begging me for his life. On his knees, he begged me. I did it for the bishop. But hey, I'm sure you did great things for him as well. You think my father took...
I pity you.
Again? You dare to say that again? You pity me. I pity you. You're not a man. Neither of you are.
We are men of God.
A man kills, and a man fucks. And no one talks down to me. No one! I know you saw me and that whore at the river. I would have fucked that woman if it hadn't been for you.
And what would that have achieved?
She'd have learnt her lesson. And don't you think I noticed how you spied on me and that horse thief? I should kill you for that. I should. Let me tell you, I will fuck Bartholomew's whore of a daughter. I will fuck her good. I'm a man! Damn it, I'd fuck the boy if that was the only way to put him in his place. Hell, he looks like he'd enjoy it too.
Not even God would forgive those sins.
Of course he would. He already did. The bishop told me.
Then the bishop is wrong.
Hey, we're on the same side here. Now, we will stay here a while longer, as I've not finished eating. Shit.
Oh boy, he's a terrible person. And yeah, in the book, he does end up doing something to Aliena during that siege on the Earl's castle. Him and his men, and it's not a good scene. What's going on inside him? Why would he hurt those weaker than him? No hope for the weak. He's shaking. What did William do to him? We should not have come. William should leave. What a mess he has made. William just tossed it away, it seems. Okay. Why is William doing this? Okay. Let's get things cleaned up. William spilled wine all over the table. I have to fix this.
If the bishop finds out about this, he will not be pleased.
The bishop. We destroy the knife into the table. What if the bishop saw this? I really don't think the bishop would care at this point. Sinners, surrounded by snakes, tormented by the accuser.
Throw them into the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
What?
Hell. It is a depiction of hell. I told you of heaven and hell once before. Do you remember?
Of course.
The bishop said the relief intimidates even his most impious visitors. They all fear death.
I'm not afraid to die.
Do not fear those who kill the body. Rather fear him who can destroy both soul and body in hell.
Who's he?
The devil. A fallen angel.
I have nothing to be afraid of.
The cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars. Their souls are the devil's. They will all go to hell.
Stop it! Hell is far away. I'm not afraid.
For you, hell is only a heartbeat away. What else can we do? We need to clean this thing up.
Make him go. I want him to leave. Now.
It looks so alive. Perhaps the artist has actually seen the devil.
Are you afraid? It's just stone. Hell is far away.
Fire, warm.
And if anyone's name was not found written in the Book of Life, he was thrown into the lake of fire.
What's that?
It's from the scripture. The end of days.
The second death of the sinners.
Bishop Wayland said that if a sinner stares into the flame, the devil stares back from the lake of fire.
What?
I can't see it. What is it?
We ride back to Winchester. Now!
What happened?
Maybe he saw things to come.
How can I thank you?
Tell me, what is being built out there?
What?
A substantial construction is underway, it seems.
Yes, but...
What is it?
A castle. The bishop is building a castle.
A castle? Why are you building a castle that's run out of materials?
A castle? Why a castle?
I don't know. It is not for me to ask or question the bishop.
Of course.
And I doubt it's for you to question him either. That man, William, had no idea why you two came here, had he? You came here to spy on the bishop. You brought this man here. Leave! Go! But leave the tableware.
I only wanted to tidy up the table.
Of course. I knew you couldn't be trusted ever since I saw you stealing hay from our stable when you first came here.
Oh, that came back, didn't it? Later, back in Winchester.
There you are. My son seemed thoughtful when he returned.
You priests and your talk. You always get to him.
He seemed more excited after talking to your bishop, though. Then again, we know Waleran is good with words. Don't we, my husband?
Of course, yes.
Speaking of Waleran, what did you find, monk?
A construction site.
Ah. So Waleran has a building project of his own. Did you also find out what he is building?
A castle.
Yes. He is building a castle for himself. And he used up every stone and every tree on his own lands. He claims he wants Bartholomew's lands for your cathedral. But what Waleran wants is a castle.
He's always been like that.
Not long ago, you doubted my word. Do you still doubt me now, Father?
What do you want from me?
As Prior of Kingsbridge, you will agree that my husband shall have the whole earldom of Shiring.
And why would I do you a favor like that?
Because we will support the rebuilding of your cathedral with our stones and our timber.
The king can live up to all of his promises, and Waleran gets nothing.
That is our offer. What do you say?
Seems the best offer we have right now. Do you want? I'm gonna haggle.
No, we have no deal.
Why not?
We made you a good offer.
You need me. The king still considers giving all the lands of the earldom to Waleran to rebuild our cathedral. You need this deal with me just as much as I do.
This is... Oh. We taught this fool well, it seems.
What are your terms, Father?
What is more valuable, arable land or forest?
Arable land, of course.
Then you shall have the arable and I'll have the forest.
I need the forest to hunt. An earl must have his hunting grounds.
You can hunt there. I just want the timber for my cathedral.
Ugh.
Which do you want, the cattle pastures or the sheep grazings?
The pasture.
Then I'll have the hill farms with their sheep. Would you like the income from markets or the quarry?
Suppose we said the quarry.
You won't, though, will you?
No. We'll take the markets. You can have the stones.
It is agreed, then?
We have a pact.
Bam.
My husband will let the king know of our agreement. Bishop Waleran will be quite surprised. You will see his true face when he does not get what he wants.
Yeah, this is all coming from just my memories of the book, so I think that is about how the book goes, where he negotiates for that better deal. And she even says that line about having taught him too well. So I think I did good. Like as you've seen, you could make decisions that go contrary to what the book does. But I'm trying to stay as true as possible. Anyway, will this still work out for us? Will then the lands go to the Hamleys, and so we can get that half and start rebuilding the cathedral? And what about Bartholomew? What will he say? You're just going to have to find out next time on Let's Play The Pillars of the Earth. Thank you for watching and have a good day.